Welcome to ComicPop. I'm Sal.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Tiffany.
Today we're going to talk about the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the future of that universe. Because, as we all know, Infinity War is fast approaching. Infinity War Part 2, no matter what anybody says, is also coming. And that was just finished filming, and so it'll be coming out a year after. So, next May, boom, next one. And then we're losing the contracts for Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, and Robert Downey Jr. That's all wrapped up.
Right.
They could technically leave. And no one would blame them at this point because they've been doing this for over a decade.
Oh, wow.
At that point.
Yeah.
And so maybe Chris Evans won't want to be Captain America anymore. I wouldn't blame him, particularly because he's been threatening to leave Captain America for the last 5 years.
Right.
So let's pick a worst case scenario here. All three, the Trinity of the Avengers, the ones that people were so excited to see in the first Avengers movie in the first place,
right.
Cap, Iron Man, Thor, leave. Now, I've heard rumors that Chris Hemsworth is so happy with Thor Ragnarok and the fact that people are listening to him now and that he's not going to, they won't want to leave and he might re-up. But let's assume, worst case scenario, the Trinity leaves and it's done. What are they going to do next? What do you think they should do next? Because there's no way that this gravy train is coming to the station anytime soon. They're not going to stop making Marvel movies just because the three pillars of that universe are going to leave.
Right.
So what are they going to do?
Well, what's currently on the docket?
Right, what's coming out next?
That's already in stone. We know
that Black Panther's coming out in February.
Right.
We got the Infinity War, both of those movies.
Yes.
We know Ant-Man and the Wasp is the sequel to Ant-Man. That's also coming out. Captain Marvel is a thing. And we also know that Doctor Strange 2 is on the docket, but no filming or script has been made.
No.
And Spider-Man 2, or as the internet calls it, Homecoming 2. Spider-Man 2 came out in 2002, 3. It's done. This is Spider-Man 2.
Let's call it the real Spider-Man 2.
There you go.
It was Spider-Man : Homecoming. Or semicolon?
Yeah.
No, colon.
Yeah.
It's a colon.
They'll just call it Spider-Man something else then.
Yeah,
right?
prom
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Graduation.
Yeah, but Spider-Man 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2, is also not only on the docket, but they're working on that shit. That's happening.
Okay.
So those are the movies we know for certain we're going to be able to see.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. So let's say the three pillars leave. And by the way, if we have our phones in front of us, it's not because we're just we have that bad of attention span. We also have a pie chart that you're all probably looking at right now as well, because everybody always refers to this pie chart whenever we talk about those movies.
It's actually not a pie chart.
No, it's not. They call it a pie chart when you Google
Venn
search.
diagram.
It's a Venn diagram.
Yeah.
Who calls it a pie chart? I gotta go yell.
Literally just Google it and it says pie chart. But the Venn diagram.
Well, these are multiple pies.
Yeah,
don't you like some big pies and then little pies that intersect them?
When you eat a piece of pie, you then take another pie, eat that piece,
put
and
it
then
on top.
fit them together.
Yeah.
Well, then you mold them. That's how you get a strawberry rhubarb.
Boom. So there's these Venn diagrams that tell you which characters are in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and which ones are not. The Fox one is already out of date because 20th Century Fox, or at least the movie division, has been acquired by Disney, and so therefore is technically under the umbrella.
So that includes...
That would include...
Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, Deadpool, Wolverine, Cable, and the X-Men.
Right. Galactus, the Skrulls, officially, even though technically Marvel had a sending receiving contract with the Skrulls and Fox. In fact, even before the acquisition, they said that the Captain Marvel movie is going to feature the Skrulls, and they called it the Kree-Skrull War. So they are, and of course,
Plus, we know they can do whatever they want if they just make a deal.
Right. That's the most frustrating thing about the Venn diagram and everybody saying you can't do this, you can't do that.
Right.
Anything can happen if you have the scratch for it.
Right.
And Disney has nothing but scratch. So, there you have it.
Right.
But let's assume that they want to follow the path of least resistance.
Right.
When it comes to losing their most valuable assets.
Okay.
So, what are they going to do? And what do you think they should do?
Well, so to me, the main problem they have is they're losing the three characters who I would most identify as like leaders of the Avengers.
Right.
Like you can do as many movies as you want with like different characters. They're doing a Black Panther movie.
Right.
They're doing a Captain Marvel movie. They could just keep making movies for new characters. But who do you have like lead in your next Avengers movie?
Exactly.
But I don't even know if are they doing more Avengers movies after Infinity War?
There's no question.
Do they even care about having the Avengers be a thing?
Regardless of if they're going to or not, hypothetically, if they were, who would you say should be a leader?
Of the Avengers?
Yeah.
Who's left?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Well, okay,
Or
well, hang
who
on.
should come
Maybe
in?
Black
No.
Widow?
The Rhino?
No, Black Widow.
Yeah, the
Rhino! I thought you said the Rhino. I thought you were making a joke.
Like, who has the most experience on the team?
You don't
Right.
need to have necessarily experience. We've seen Avengers teams come together.
That have, like, the worst leadership.
Yeah, if possible.
I mean, if they want to go that
the
direction,
Avengers
yeah.
roster is constantly changing, which is weird because the Avengers movies have had a pretty solid roster going
Yes.
on, and it's kind of weird.
It is weird because it should always be different. And I remember when they ended Ultron, they were like, "Oh my god, look at how different it is." Because they had Cap, Iron Man, and Thor like leave or
Yeah.
stop, and so they were like, "Look at the Avengers. It's Black Widow and Captain
Vision.
America
Yeah.
and War Machine, so Black Iron Man and Scarlet Witch and Vision." It's like, what?
Right, but I mean, like, there you go. But
But that's like
But
the
yet-
Cap, Iron Man.
I was gonna say, yet Infinity War is gonna happen, and those three characters are gonna be back anyway.
Right.
Yes,
Because those are the real
So-
Avengers.
exactly.
And that's the
Personally,
problem.
I feel like they should just hold off on making Avengers movies
Yeah.
after they leave, and just be like, man, if the deal goes through, we have X-Men and Fantastic Four. We've got plenty of toys right now.
Yeah.
Right. So you're saying like they should, even though the Avengers is kind of like the flagship Marvel property.
Technically, for me, Iron Man is the flag.
Well, yes.
Marvel
No,
property.
but like everything. But Iron Man was always building towards the Avengers.
Right.
The Avengers is the logo for the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yes.
And I think that like they're always every Marvel movie, even if it isn't in any way, is to the general populace building towards the next Avengers.
Right.
Even Guardians of the Galaxy?
Well,
No, that's a different. That's a horse of a color.
Yes.
Right.
But that being
But
said,
it did in a way because it did have the Infinity.
Because it
Yeah, it had
builds
the
towards
Infinity
Infinity
connection.
War.
We all knew that was
but
coming.
Yeah.
Is it Avengers Infinity War or is it just Infinity War?
It's Avengers Infinity War. It's
Oh.
Avengers 3
Yeah.
and 4.
Yeah.
So
But look at like Captain Marvel. That has nothing to do with. It's like a prequel. So
Yeah.
like it seems like they're trying to maybe do some different things.
I agree.
Yeah.
But so you're saying they should just say, okay, and really you're not wrong in that they can't really top an Avengers movie where like they fight Thanos, which is why I was so annoyed when Joss Whedon was like, Thanos! I'm like, oh yeah, let's start with Thanos, everybody! Like, so maybe after the Infinity War, it's like everyone will be like, whoa, what an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll kill a few of them if their contracts run out and they
Right.
get too greedy. So we'll just put the Avengers over here, and then that's actually kind of cool because since the Marvel Universe is always changing, you get to go like, let's look at a world without the Avengers.
Right. Or we could do what they kind of started doing without calling it necessarily, or maybe they did, I don't even remember. You could have the Avengers still present in like that. They're like, okay, these heroes died. Isn't that sad? We'll make the Avengers Academy in their honor, and like the other Avengers members will go and be like, and we'll help people.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But we can't support our own movie, so you won't really see
you
that.
know,
movie.
but they're still there.
But you'll know we're there.
And
But we'll have
sometimes-
And we'll
cameos.
show up in the other movies.
Exactly.
Or on TV.
And I think that's like the key here is they have successfully started crossing characters over in other movies without having the word Avengers in it.
That's true.
And so it's kind of the way it's like it used to be like, oh, we have to have the Avengers movie to see them interact with one another. Now we don't.
Yeah.
You know? And like, to be honest, the more characters you get and the more you want to put into a movie, for me, I'm always worried about that. Because how do you balance that screen time?
Yes.
For all of these characters, you know, as opposed to being like, okay, I want to see a movie with this, and that, put them together. Okay, fun. We don't have to call it Avengers. We just call it
Something else.
whatever movie.
We'll call it Captain
comes
America 2.
Yeah.
Or 3.
Right.
rather.
Exactly. And like honestly, when it comes to like the logo for the Marvel Cinematic Universe being like an A in a circle, you know what else comes in a circle? A 4 and an X.
That's fair. Yeah. And it's all one image, and it's like you could just switch those out.
Exactly.
That's of course idealistically speaking, like the Fox property deal goes
Yeah,
through,
exactly.
and let's assume that we live in a kind and fair universe where that does happen.
Right?
And so we
you're
can
just
play
hoping-
with those characters, or we can build towards that.
Yeah.
that thing.
You could have potentially a new Fantastic Four, a new X-Men, and then in like 2028, you could do X-Men versus Fantastic Four versus Avengers.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah. I mean, those were, and you build towards those. And you have like 12 movies in between each one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Is that what you
Will
would do?
anyone care at that point? No, I want to see a movie with all three of them, like
All three
'cause
teams.
It's so well, Fantastic Four less so, but like it's so easy to have the X-Men fight any of them.
Yes.
Yes.
Because they're so independent and they're so chippy and like annoyed with everyone.
I was gonna say, do you mean like, are you using the word chippy to like indicate they have a chip on their shoulder?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like
Yeah.
like
They're always quick to-
they're quick to
They're like coiled springs.
Yeah.
It's like, what'd you say about mutants?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't say anything. I'm pretty sure you did. Especially when you have like...
I heard you thinking about it.
Yes, yeah, I know what you're thinking. Because especially when you have like the most coiled spring in the Marvel Universe, Wolverine,
Yeah.
who's just always ready to stab anybody.
You know
Since
what's
that's all
funny?
he does.
I want to say yes to that, but I also want to say, like, I think Cyclops is often...
He's really, he's always like triggered.
Yeah, he's just like,
It's like, what?
get away from my girl, and
Blast
away
you
from my
in
people.
my face!
Yeah, every time I think I got a handle on things, this furry little guy keeps trying to bang my wife.
Also, I can't look at anything without it being red.
Everything's red! Ah! That's true. So Cyclops is miserable.
Yeah. The problem is they need to have plans that don't rely on that in case that gets mixed.
And if they would be willing to accept the fact that the Netflix show exists, you have this great book called New Avengers, and you literally have some of those characters over there, and you could just bring them in. Wouldn't it be fun to introduce that Luke Cage into the Avengers universe, being like, you guys really screwed up my neighborhood, and now you're going to join your team?
Yeah, I'm going to lead it.
And they're like, check out these digs. All right.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm in. Yeah. No, the New Avengers should be a foregone conclusion, but it isn't, because for some reason the TV and movie studios don't work together very well.
Right.
Which is like dumb, because the whole the point of having the shows in the first place was connecting them to the movies.
Well, yeah, because they're all in the same universe.
It should be,
but they're not.
Right. Yeah. At least they are on paper, but not in any way according to the executive.
They are in our headcanon, that's it.
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
Sal, those are TV actors. They
Right.
can't be in movies.
but some of them have done movies.
Well,
Yeah, and
now
I
they're
got
TV. They debased themselves to go on.
technically
TV,
they're not on
so
TV at all. They're on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's TV.
But like, could you like
Or
they
something.
could pick and choose? You know what I mean? They could do Luke Cage and
Daredevil.
Yeah.
I was trying to decide
Jessica
between
Jones.
he and I was trying to decide between he and Iron Fist because at least Iron Fist has powers.
Yes, but he's also in the show.
I know.
Crappy.
I know. So you could do Luke Cage and Daredevil, and you keep Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
And you could keep Black Widow around because now she just has the most experience. You know
Right.
what I mean?
She's the elder statesman.
Yes,
Yeah.
and if Vision's still around at the end of Infinity War, he could be on it as well, and Spider-Man.
Right. Oh, okay. So now you're gonna best out Spider-Man.
Can we bring
Yeah.
She-Hulk into this universe? I want to see She-Hulk here.
Okay.
That would be cool.
You can bring She-Hulk in according to the diagram.
I don't even see her
She's
on
not
the
on
diagram.
there.
She's
not
How
there.
does she not get on the diagram?
Because
Well,
I guess she hasn't been created yet in the universe?
No. The other thing is
they got
like
friggin' Man-Thing on
And
here.
Power Pack.
yeah, but they do have.
I thought someone else had her for some reason.
They do. The same group that has the Hulk has
Okay,
She-Hulk and
She-Hulk.
everybody. But there's probably a deal where it's like, as long as you don't have a movie called She-Hulk, She-Hulk could be.
Yeah, so she could be part of a team.
Yeah.
All right.
I would love to see She-Hulk. I think she's one of the strongest, and not saying like physically, although she is, but like one of the strongest female characters that Marvel has that isn't an X-Man. And
They can like stand on her own.
yeah, like she's
Character,
cool, she's original, she has her own personality, and she's
The
even though she is a
backstory.
derivative technically of another male character, she deserves her time in the
Right. The issue with that, though, is you know that, and we might know that from
Right,
the
but-
comics, but the movie-going public who's never seen her before...
is gonna go, She-Hulk, dude. I remember when Daredevil came out, and a friend of mine who doesn't read comics at all was like, they're making a blind superhero for the movie culture's gotten so PC. And I was like, friggin' what? First of all, no.
Yeah.
Secondly, Daredevil. You've never heard of Daredevil at all? He's like, nope.
Yes, I have. Evil Knievel. He jumps over things on a
He's a
motorcycle.
Daredevil.
Like,
God damn
what?
it.
I'd never heard of Daredevil either. But I didn't think it was some like PC.
You didn't think it was like
thing.
created by a committee to be like,
No.
You never
let's
saw the
empower-
Ben Affleck movie?
No, that's what we're talking
when
about.
that movie came out.
Oh, okay. I thought we
Yeah.
were talking about the TV
Yeah.
series.
No.
Jesus.
This is 2000.
Like 3.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, also on my new Avengers team, I'd also switch one of them out for Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Because she's also a natural leader.
Oh
Right.
yes.
You know,
That's
like-
true.
She'd be a great leader.
Yeah.
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 Ben?
I would like to see Falcon take over as Captain America. Because if Cap's going to leave, I think we still want a Captain America in the universe.
Yeah.
Even if it's someone else, I think that just stands true for what Marvel has always had. They've always had a Captain America. When Steve Rogers went away, somebody else came in.
Right. You know, when he was
Just
trapped in the
Bucky.
ice in the first place.
Not that I don't like Sam Wilson, but I think Bucky deserves a shot.
Oh, no. Well, that's the
To
thing.
take up the helm.
And that's, like, building
Maybe
off what
they'll
Ben
fight
said.
for it.
No.
No, because here's the thing, like, he's really, like, Falcon's made him like a character for himself. Part of me wants him to take up the mantle, but part of me also wants him to be like, no, my thing is I'm Falcon.
Yeah.
I'm owning that.
But I'm Falcon!
Yeah.
I got the win!
Yeah, I don't have to change my name.
Yeah.
I should just be able to lead the team as Falcon. But no,
I don't
no
want
one's going to take orders from
Well,
Falcon.
see, and that would be interesting if you had Bucky as Captain America and you put Captain Marvel on there, and like Bucky being like, yeah, but I should be in charge. And
Right.
being like, I don't think so.
But, but you were like a traitor, so no.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing: would people accept Bucky?
Well, that's the thing. There's
Why should
already
the country
a great
accept Bucky
story
as Captain
about
America?
that.
Why? I guess maybe they should make a movie. Why? They should
Exactly.
accept it.
There's a great comic in which everyone asks that question, and he winds up de facto leading the Avengers, and like he's like, just because I'm wearing Steve's costume, I gotta lead the Avengers, and like the Avengers are like, no, because you're as old as Steve is,
Right.
And you fought with him, like you punched Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they want to do that, well, if they want to do,
Well, I punch neo-Nazis.
That's not the same thing. Anybody can do that.
if they want to do either Bucky or Falcon leading, I think it could work, but you've got to set it up real good in Infinity War.
You could
where,
easily.
Like, they have a few scenes where they're like
Where they're
laying the
leading.
groundwork so that the audience is like, oh yeah, I want to see that movie. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
otherwise, if
I'm
you
not
just
saying-
come out with a friggin' Falcon movie
I think
or
they
or Winter Soldier is taking over the Avengers, people be like, what?
Well, I think they did that in
Yeah.
Civil War when you saw Steve and Bucky teaming up
Teaming
and
up to
fighting
fight.
Iron
Yeah.
Man, and they toss each other the shield, and you see Bucky with the shield for a minute. You're
Yeah,
like,
that was
okay.
definitely like teasing that.
Yeah,
concept.
you're setting
Yeah.
that up,
Yeah.
and and the fact that he could catch the shield in Winter Soldier, like no, they've really laid the groundwork for Bucky to take over, which also coincides with Sebastian Stan's contract, which has more movies in it than Chris Evans.
So it overlaps.
And Falcon's contract is even longer than Sebastian Stan. So it's like, you could have this overlap where like you have Bucky take over, and then right before his contract runs out, then you set up Falcon for Captain America.
Right.
There's
Right.
already a precedent for two distinct, cool, original, very different Captain Americas,
Yeah.
Right.
all one after the other, and you could stretch that over 15 years.
By the way, that like I think no. I think that like Falcon and
Bucky?
want like vying, not necessarily vying, but like having the question of which one of them will take up the mantle. I think that's kind of like an interesting plot point for a movie that's like
You could
not.
get one Captain America movie out of it.
I wouldn't even say it was the whole movie. I'm just saying you could do a movie and then that's also going on.
Right, like
simultaneously.
yeah. Well, it's an Avengers movie, and it's like the romance between Wanda and Vision, like that level of subplot.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing
Yeah.
where it's going on.
They made dinner together. I think they want to bang.
right, and
You know,
like
they argue with each other. I think that one of them wants to wield the shield.
right, and like in that instance though, it could really go either way. Where like either Bucky is just like you were friends with him for as long as I was.
Yeah.
So like you should.
Right. Oh, they're
Take
both
it,
like,
or-
oh no, you after you.
Yeah.
No, after you.
Or
Okay.
depending on which one like the producers want to go with. You
Yeah.
can make it fit
Right.
either way.
That's true. Or you could make it back Bucky, and then he dies
Yeah.
He's
just immediately.
He just fails hard.
I think they should set up both of them in Infinity War to be potential like heirs to the throne, and then have the fans vote.
Oh, you want to Robin this up?
I don't think they should.
I think
do
it's a
that.
horrible. Not only do I think it's a horrible idea, I think Hollywood would never do that.
No.
Because there's
No,
no
they would
tradition.
never put the.
Well, there is absolutely no precedent where Hollywood has ever given people what they want.
Right.
Or cared,
then-
or
Yes, they did.
Why
They
not?
made a Spawn movie.
Seriously, for a second, I thought
We
you were
wanted
like,
that.
and then they go back and forth, and then like they're like, oh, Black Widow can have it, and she's like, I'm Russian,
I'm Russian. I'm not Captain
I
America.
can't have it.
I think Black Widow should lead the team. I would.
No, I'm just
there's
saying she can't be
comic
Captain America,
precedent
right.
for that, but like to me, based on the movies,
She's definitely.
they've shown her like with Iron Man, like as like
No.
basically like equals,
I-
like in like
I think that
discussions and
she
so
should
forth.
run a alternative shield.
a West Coast Avengers, if you will.
No, I think literally she should be running one of those like
Oh, like whatever Shield becomes. Like
yes,
Yeah.
turn it into something else and let her run it. because-
Like an operative team, or you mean a whole branch of
like a whole
She
branch.
could
like
help
Angelina
carrier.
Jolie and Sky Captain of the World tomorrow.
Get out of here.
It was really cool.
I never
She's
saw
Nick
it.
Fury.
But like,
Literally Nick Fury.
You mean because she has an eye patch?
She has an eye patch and she rides a flying aircraft
I'm
carrier.
just saying, like usually, like you know, in the Marvel universe, there is always an organization that's like helping to keep peace in the world by doing the things nobody wants to
Well,
do.
it's like
we saw
the
behind
people
the
who
scenes.
have
Yes.
the facilities to like capture the Rhino and put him away.
Right.
Right.
Like, when
Yeah.
you defeat the Rhino, like who deals with
Yeah,
him?
where's he gonna go?
Yeah.
Well, that's the great thing about Black Widow is that she's always also been a liaison between characters. She knows diplomatic stuff.
Yeah.
She can actually.
She can also kill people.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? Like, you know, like as much as I love the idea of her leading the Avengers, like she is so beyond that
Mhm.
that like I'm just like, no, she should be in charge of something a little bit
Fair enough.
heavier, but like still a
replace
part
Sam
of
Jackson.
in a way, yeah. And then we could do like some like weird pseudo Avengers movies where it's like Secret War,
Yeah.
but like
Oh, Secret War. Yeah, where it's like a Black Ops Avengers.
yeah.
What are they doing with Nick Fury?
Interesting
Does
question.
anyone
Nick
know?
Fury is going to be appearing in the Captain Marvel movie,
Right.
which is a flashback movie,
Right.
which is weird.
So what are they doing with him in the present time? What are they doing with S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Good question. I believe that he is going to be in at least one of the Infinity War movies.
Okay.
And the fact is, like, while Sam Jackson's contract has dried up a long time ago, he'll just re-up anytime.
Yeah,
he's as long as he's doing Capital One commercials, there's no question he will always be Nick Fury.
Well, he'll get paid well for it.
Yeah, and it's
Also,
like, and everyone likes him.
Yeah, Nick Fury's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Like, there's no like you're not losing
If they
anything.
didn't kill him in Winter Soldier, they're never going to.
No, it's true.
Because
Yeah.
that was a emotionally satisfying moment, and then they're like, "Yeah, I didn't die."
Maybe what-
And you're like,
maybe-
"Damn it!"
Maybe since we've seen the Watchers, like they can.
He could become a watcher, and
God.
like. And
But how will we do it with only one eye?
No, but then we'll introduce.
I got a real
people
problem with
who are-
depth perception.
You see how I was
Yeah.
with that? Yeah.
Yeah, you could take the Watcher's eyes.
And then Jason Aaron will come in and work with like Feige, which will work out for me because he knows Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Put him away. Like
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Pick and choose
You know what? There is no
elements.
Iron Man anymore. He freaking left, or died, or retired, or whatever.
Or he's just a
55 years old.
billionaire and he's married to Pepper.
Yeah, he's tired. It's done. Well, let him go. Like, you know who's not done? War Machine. Whatever.
So
Like,
do you think, because I want to talk about Iron Man, do you think War Machine is going to be,
No.
like they're going to make like a War Machine movie?
No,
Absolutely not.
I think that they should.
But-
I was gonna say if they get Fantastic Four and X-Men, they should try to find their own Iron Man within there, and by that I mean like.
Wolverine.
Well, yeah, or like find a character who can be as charismatic, who
Right,
is
right.
like it'll come up. The fans will let you know.
Yeah.
Like Iron Man wasn't anything until
No.
the movie came out and everyone was like, Robert
I
Downey
want
Jr.
that.
is awesome
Yeah.
in this.
Now
you
that
know?
said,
But that
you know,
comes down to casting.
X-Men does have
Yeah.
one, and it can show up in every movie.
Damn
His
it.
name is Deadpool.
In terms of like that actor that everyone wants to see and that's like really like
Yeah.
dynamic and interesting, yes, but I don't know how that character works.
That character works in
with-
everything because of his
Fourth wall.
ability to break the fourth wall and just have fun and play, and the fact that he takes nothing seriously
Yeah.
until he does.
But he's gonna change any movie that's trying to do like a serious thing.
Yes.
He's gonna like change that if he's there.
But-
At
well,
what point does that get old?
well,
At what point does it say, like, I've seen him show up in, like, 4 different movies, and he just does
that's
the same
kind of
thing?
fun.
Kind of like
But, like-
Deadpool does
in everything.
in
But
the
also-
comics.
But it never got old with Robert Downey Jr. He's just doing the
Yeah.
same thing every
he's,
time.
He's on the poster. He's on
Yeah,
every
but he's
Spider-Man
like-
Homecoming
He's
poster.
like integrated in. He's like part of the world. He fits in the
But
world. He's
how is
not
Deadpool
by his
taking himself
nature
out of the
doesn't.
world.
Deadpool just shows up.
I know that's what I'm saying.
And the
Like I'm
fact-
saying, it's not the same thing.
The fact that his relevancy has been maintained for the last 25 years, I think, speaks for itself. Like, does it not work if Deadpool just shows up? Like, I have evidence that proves that Deadpool showing up when he's not asked to be there constantly works. And the fact that, like, the movie themselves, like, Deadpool is not an expensive character to put out there. It's just the costume, and
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is, like, acerbic wit. So, like, you throw that in there, and that is the Marvel Cinematic formula. Yeah, everyone talks about like the formula being like the character does this, and then he does this, and then this happens. Rising Patrick's vlog. No, the formula is lock in an actor that people like.
Yeah.
That's why they went with Benedict Cumberbatch
Yeah.
in Doctor Strange. They have no faith in Doctor Strange. They're like, no, get the actor that everyone wants to see right now, and then they will just go see Doctor Strange. And like some of them did. But the fact is, like,
Not as
also,
many as they wanted.
but you know what? Like, I like Cabbage Patch. I think he's really good, and I think he like does a fun job. But like, and you can put him in other things.
I've never heard him call that in my life, but I love it.
But Ryan Reynolds totally works and
Yeah.
can do that. I don't. And by the way, I would be worried about getting old. And I don't
Right.
think he should be in every movie. I don't think he should be the subplot of every movie
No,
or the
like,
co-character of every movie.
If you did a movie with like Bucky as Captain America, you're not putting Deadpool in it.
Although I would pay to see that movie.
I'm just saying. But like with
The only one that doesn't work is Spider-Man.
I was gonna
for
say
me,
with
even
where
though that's
they're
like the number
going
one
with Doctor
subplot.
Strange, you could put Deadpool in there
You could.
because they're adding the elements of humor,
Right.
especially with Ragnarok where they're going. You can put him in there, and Deadpool, his movie, it did have serious moments to it.
Yes,
You know what I
he
mean?
did
Like,
take things seriously. Like it wasn't just him being a cartoon.
My question with bringing him in and everything is how, like, his universe was different than the universe that we're in.
Yeah.
So he just comes in now.
He just comes in and
but he still breaks the fourth wall.
he just acts like like it never changed.
Yeah, because
they
I
could-
don't think they ruled out that he was in Marvel. Like, there was nothing that's like, well, his universe from that movie could never merge.
No,
with, like,
right? Or they
No, 'cause
literally.
it's a different Colossus.
I was going to say Deadpool is the character who could be like the next time we see him, if they acquire, if it all goes through,
Yeah.
and they acquire him, and the next time we see him in an actual Marvel movie, he could literally take us and be like, "Hang on, real quick, guys. Just want you to know, during Infinity War,
Yeah.
this like dimensional thing opened up, and now I'm here." So,
Yeah. Or
anyway, I'm gonna catch up now.
Here's the thing.
Who's that?
He could be in Infinity War.
Yeah.
That's how close we are.
You mean like put him in Infinity War and literally he just like there's a backdrop somewhere of space and it's just like a green screen and he literally like moves the green screen aside and then walks on set and he's like, I'm here now.
I'm here now.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. No, that's a PS. That's postscript. Instead of it being Galactus, it's just he just falls out of the sky.
Or like there's like a pile of rubble and he's like,
Yeah.
neat.
He just looks at the camera and goes like, okay. Like,
What, he pops out of the ground like Bugs Bunny?
Yeah.
A bit of a-
all right. You know, like the
Almost,
city's destroyed. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the city's destroyed or something.
Yeah.
like
And then he
that.
just climbs out of it and he's like, whoop.
If he did the that's all folks, but then he falls out into the world.
Yeah.
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 I mean, like either way, but like, and I don't even think that Deadpool is the linchpin and the key to
No.
all of this. I think it's
You're
more like
saying it's good actors with good characters.
Yeah.
anyone. You could put Doctor Strange. Like, I made a joke on Twitter not too long ago where I was like, "Here's your next phase of Marvel," and it's just all Doctor Doom movies. It's just Doctor Doom fighting the X-Men, fighting the Avengers, fighting Spider-Man, fighting like the Defenders. Like,
Yeah.
it's just and because he has and there's stories for all of those. And Doctor Doom is so great, and if you cast the right guy, no one will complain. No one's like, Doctor Doom again? Just like no one has been like, Iron Man again? No one has said that. And if they have, like, they're full of shit.
No,
No
they-
one doesn't like seeing Iron Man in these movies.
They might believe it, but then they're crazy.
Yeah. But then it's like, Doctor Doom, like, he's a great villain, he's really fun, and like sometimes he works with Doctor Strange. It's just time to torment.
Yep.
You know, sometimes they team up. Sometimes he fights them. Sometimes he's pretending to team up, but then they fight anyway. Like, it's all kinds of, like, and I'm not even saying you should do Doctor Doom, but I'm saying, like, Marvel has the ability for you to do any of those things.
Yeah.
The only thing they won't be able to do is send Doom back in time to the age of Camelot because Robert Downey Jr. won't be here anymore.
Now, that said,
Well,
do that. You pay the extra, like, however much
Yeah,
Robert Downey
whatever
Jr.
he
wants, and you go, Iron Man 4 is Doomquist.
Yeah, where they go back in time, you get to see Robert Downey Jr. interacting with knights.
It's just Army of Darkness with Iron Man.
Iron Man 4 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
But
What did you see that?
What did you see that movie? Because Turtles 3 was terrible.
Okay, no. Fuck Turtles 3. That's just your joke. But, like, no, you're
That's,
saying
because, that's also because the costumes and everything in it,
it
was
sucks.
bad.
That story sucks.
It was made poorly.
horrible.
Marvel doesn't do that with
Yeah,
their
no,
movies.
it
They don't make
that,
it poor.
You're in the
Yeah.
theater. There's a trailer. It's friggin' Iron Man. He's like, I gotta go to Latveria, and then like he's fighting Doctor Doom, and then he wakes up, and like there's knights poking at him, and he's like, oh no, and he looks at the
How
camera
did
and
I
the Harley
get
Finn
here?
face, like, I'm in. Are you kidding me? Like that'd be so fun.
Don't you want to see him seduce Morgan Le Fay?
Right?
Kind of.
Or like the
You
Conqueror
can't now. He's
does.
married to Pepper.
Well, she doesn't
It
know.
has
She's
to be
not
not
What
serious.
happens in
No,
the past
that's-
days?
No,
of
no,
that?
Morgan Le Fay casts a spell on it.
Well, I was going to
Pepper,
say, they have
that
it in
was
the
600 years
past,
ago.
So
It was 600 years ago for me. It was 2 days ago for you.
it was before he knew her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a retconned episode.
No.
of Iron Man's like, no, he just literally, yeah. He
He would just be playing with her. He's not serious about it.
Yeah, he's
gonna
not.
actually
He's not
do
for real. It's not
anything.
like a yeah. No, I mean,
They're never gonna make that movie. I
I
don't know
know.
why you're even
because
you're
they
just,
could.
You're just gonna make
that's the
yourself
potential
sad.
for Marvel. Like they could do that. They could make Triumph and Torment. They could do a buddy cop movie with Iron Man and Doctor Strange. They could do anything, and
let
that's
me
why
tell
that's
you,
what we're speculating
Do
about.
you
this.
think Robert Downey Jr. would come back for more movies?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he'll do spots. I don't think he'd do a full movie on his own.
No.
But I think if they called him up and they were like, "We'd love to have Iron Man
Right, and
show
we're
up
gonna
in this
pay you a
fantastic."
lot of
What's
money.
funny is I think he would Christian Bale it up and be like, no.
You think?
But I think it depends on how much and in what capacity. I think if it's like it's his cameo, it really matters for this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think after his contract is up, you would see him in more Spider-Man movies than any other movie. But because of his intrinsic tie to the character
Right.
Yeah.
and how he's like technically a mentor,
Yeah.
how they've Uncle Benned him.
Yep.
Hopefully they don't literally Uncle Ben him and just kill him. Because, oh my God, it's been 2 years and I lost both father figures and I've never met my real father. Like no, and you'll just irreparably damage Peter Parker. But like, yeah, I think they could. But like in this fictional scenario we're talking about, he doesn't come back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, You could bring him back.
So then, do you think that Infinity Wars they're going to kill Captain America and not Iron Man?
I think they won't kill anyone.
You think
I think they're well. In speculation, I think they're going to kill everyone.
Right.
And then the goal will bring everyone back. I don't think they're going to kill anybody except for like the least important people.
Okay.
You know, like they'll like, or at least the people who can't follow.
She just came in.
The people who can't hold a franchise on their own.
Well, if you
So
can
Ant-Man?
bring
They'll kill.
They'll kill actual Hank
He's in his
Pym.
own movie.
I
No,
know.
they'll kill Vision.
No, they'll kill actual Hank Pym this time.
No, they might actually kill Vision because I don't think Paul Bettany wants to do it. I think he thought he was just going to be a voice.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
they were like, you have to put this on. He's like,
Damn
Okay,
it.
all this pain is a real pain.
yeah.
Boy, you should
Can
have
I-
made Coulson
I
in
thought
the
I remembered
Vision.
him.
Can't I just be a guy with a little stone in my forehead?
Yeah, Coulson
Can't Vision
will do
look
this
like he's
forever.
normal?
Yeah.
I thought I remembered him being excited to be like he wanted to be in a movie and he was sad that he was just a voice.
He was.
But I can
But
also
now
see
you
him
gotta-
being like,
we're
well,
on
I
that
was in
shit.
a movie.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because he was
And now I'm done.
Like
he was
fucking
just a
Hugo
voice in
Weaving.
Iron Man movies.
Like
Yeah.
Hugo Weaving played Red Skull, and he had to sign one of those dumb Marvel contracts. And when he was doing tour for the first Captain America movie, he goes, "Oh no, I'm done." And they were like, "But you're locked in." He goes, "Oh, I'll just pay whatever the penalty is. I just wanted to play Red Skull that
Right.
one time."
Vision's also like a safe character to kill because
Oh, yeah.
someone could just rebuild him and he looks different.
Yeah,
When- who
it's
cares?
a robot. He got a different voice.
now it's Friday. Now it's a woman.
Ah.
Now you got a robot to look at.
That's the only one that they've never turned into a woman is Vision.
Oh, they made a little one.
Yeah.
Viv.
Oh yeah.
Little-
They're not gonna make Viv.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Like they did make a kind of.
His daughter though, he's
Yes.
still around.
Along the ideas of good people playing good characters,
Mm-hmm.
do you think we could get a team-up movie of villains where, because everyone is vying for power and trying to get their own vision, like have their own plan succeed,
Mm-hmm.
they try and work together and it fails at the end based on their own inability to work as a
It's
team?
basically Marvel Suicide Squad.
No, not Marvel Suicide Squad. Marvel's Superior Foes of Spider-Man.
Well, yeah.
I think people want to see that, but they're never gonna make that.
Yeah, and like I don't know. Also, they'll end up killing most of them because
Yeah,
they've got a
'cause
problem with that.
There's no, what are they?
Yeah,
let's team them all up. You got Baron Zemo, who's so busy
Is
crying while listening to a
Is
voicemail.
Batroc alive?
Batroc is alive.
Okay.
So you got Batroc the Leaper, Baron Zemo,
Still got the
Justin
Rhino.
Hammer. No, we don't have a Rhino. We never introduced him yet.
Yeah.
Vulture's technically alive.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you could do the Sinister Six.
You got Shocker.
There you go.
You got which one though?
The one that's
one
alive.
that
That survived.
It's
Not the one that died.
there's a lot.
They can bring it back.
Most of the villains they could bring back are most of the villains are Spider-Man villains.
He comes back as Electro.
But you could do it, but which is Sony's been trying to make a Sinister Six movie for the last couple of years.
That would be awesome if
horrible.
Marvel then made one.
Yes.
Oh, you wanted to do this?
Oh, you want? Oh, here you go. It's
I think the
awesome.
closest thing you'll ever get is
I crapped out a Superior Foes of Spider-Man movie. Here.
they could do one. Here's a pitch for a Phase 5 or whatever. Is just Acts of Vengeance, which is a story arc where all the villains got together and they went, let's trade heroes. So like Magneto versus Spider-Man, and like Red Skull versus the X-Men and stuff. Like you could do an Acts of Vengeance where like they have to fight each other's villains, and the crescendo is that they were all working together to try and do that, except they all lose because that's stupid.
Right.
And that's what like is the weird failing of a movie like that is like you. I mean,
Well,
like,
they can't win.
yeah, you know they're not gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know they're not gonna let that happen. I mean, it's the journey, but still.
but still,
I don't know.
lunchboxes.
By the way, in terms of who they might get rid of in Infinity War, if they got rid of Cap, wouldn't it be nice if instead of killing him, he ended up going back in time
Yeah.
to like the end of the war?
Yep. And just be with Pepper
Or
and
Peggy?
Peggy.
yeah, Peggy. She cuckolds Iron Man. No, yeah, Peggy. That'd be really cool. That'd be really nice. And
Wouldn't
like,
it be like a nice little button?
it's
and,
literally
like,
just them being like, oh, there's alternate timelines. You go to this
Yeah, he
one.
goes into it.
yeah, and like it doesn't undo anything because
Yeah.
it's the current like Captain America.
Yep.
They could always bring him back then if
Yep.
they needed to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
When
just
they-
in time somewhere.
Yeah, when they bring
so good.
Kang out, Kang can bring him back.
But you know what I mean? Like I know that's not going to
Yep.
happen, but I think that would be such
That
a
would
nice
be
little
nice.
thing.
I agree.
Bring her in; she's still around.
Well, and they all think he died.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like they think he sacrificed his life, and
then-
Well,
Bucky picks up the shield, and
In
he's
a
like,
way,
Cap, and
he
then
does
Cap's like,
sacrifice his life because by going back in time, he'll probably be dead when.
Oh,
yeah, when
but,
the timeline catches up with it.
But then they could do like a Back to the Future where he sends a letter
Yeah.
and they get it. Like
Oh my God! It would actually echo how Iron Man gets the letter from Captain America at the end of Civil War, where he gets the letter and he's like, sorry, we all fought, and if you need me in Infinity War, I'll be in it. And then but yeah, it's just like Iron Man's like sad, and then he gets another like visit from the annoying like UPS driver, and he's like, here's a letter, and it's
Yeah.
like, I'm in the past. Like, or no, it's in Howard Stark's trunk.
Yeah. Like he opens it up.
It's like, hey Tony, it's me. I went back in time. If you ever need me, go back in time and get me.
By the way, I saved your parents.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your parents aren't dead in my timeline. You're welcome.
I told Bob you're not going to
So are they in the same timeline or not?
Whatever!
Because if they
No,
were,
it
then
has to be
he'd
an
have to
alternate
go
timeline.
and fix
Yeah.
everything around and be mad at him for not saving his parents.
No, I think he
He had
would.
to go back in time
I
and
think,
punch him in the face.
No, I'm sure at one point that like he would have gotten a lesson from Tony about time.
Oh,
and
you
how you
can't.
can't change it.
Well, then he can't be with Peggy.
Dude,
Yeah,
you know,
she,
we're
well,
actually...
she married that one
She
guy.
didn't do anything important.
We are on top of something right
They
now.
just leave.
That was a TV
Because-
show. Screw it.
Yeah, fuck you, Jeff Loeb. Like, here's the other thing, is that in Infinity War, they are going back in time.
What? Oh.
Well, they have a time
They have a time gem.
so I
And,
guess-
They got all the time in the world.
and they're
That's
going
all they need.
and they're going back to old movies.
Like 10 minutes back,
Really?
like in the past?
No, they're going
That's all they
like
need.
2
That's
years.
really, that's it.
They're going back to like
Oh,
Avengers
but
and
we're out of
Captain
gas!
America.
So they're going to be jumping
Yeah.
through time, fighting and stuff?
I don't know what they're doing, but they are going back in time.
Then Peggy could be in it anyway.
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious if they end up in prehistoric times. They're like, "What's this?" And it's just the Savage Land.
Yeah. Oh, we're
It's like,
attempting.
oh, we can go back in
Chronoton
time.
says that we're only like we're literally in the same time.
And Khazar and Sauron and...
Yeah. And Zabu and Shauna the
But I don't
She-Devil.
want to cure cancer. I want to make people into dinosaurs.
Yes. Now that we have X-Men, we can finally
That's the
bring
question.
Sauron.
When do we get a Sauron movie?
We never get a
Wait,
Sauron
did
movie.
Sauron do it, or did Stegron do that?
It was Sauron working with Stegron.
Okay. Thank you.
That's a buddy cop movie I want to see.
Sauron and Stegron, dinosaurs galore. Galorosaurus.
Dino Cops. Galorosaurus.
Well, I think that's just about all the
Dynamite.
time we had for this conversation. We broached a lot of subjects. We didn't have a really a definitive answer, but like the fact is, they really should just. I think at the end of the result, it's like nobody at this table, and I doubt many people out there are going to say like, oh, well, if the three of them leave, like, they're screwed, and they're going to just stop making those movies.
No.
No.
And I also don't think any of us here are like, and they should recast them immediately.
No.
No, I
No.
really think that, like, personally, I think that it would be great for them to hold off on doing Avengers movies. Because how great would that be? It's been a while, you haven't had an Avengers movie, and all of a sudden they're like, we're doing an Avengers
Yeah, in like 5
movie.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh shit, the Avengers!
And it's just,
Yeah.
and it's called New Avengers. It writes itself. It sells itself,
Yeah.
and everybody's like hyped for it.
Yeah.
Because it also helps to diminish the fatigue that people feel.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, Avengers from 12.
And like Captain America 6 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no,
And they
it's-
get shut up about it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, superhero fatigue.
Plus, like now that we have the Fox acquisition, you there's no shortage of teams.
Yep.
No, it's true.
You got a lot of stuff you can
But like
do.
I said, like you can play with the convention of the Avengers, the fun and the gimmickiness of like, no, but I want to see those characters together when you do the buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy movie.
Yeah, you got a little bit here and there.
A little bit here and there. Yeah. And I think that Ragnarok was kind of like setting the stage for that. They were kind of like testing the waters.
I don't want Hulk to be in another one though.
Well,
Well,
he is. Because
In a buddy
here's the
cop?
thing.
You're
Buddy
going to
cop.
be disappointed.
No, they have to, because they can't put him anywhere. They can't make a Hulk.
They can't make a
Well,
solo
that's just
Hulk
it.
movie.
I personally don't want Hulk anymore.
You want
That's
Hulk?
why I want She-Hulk to come
Oh.
in, because she can replace the role and still
You don't
bring
need that.
something new to the table.
You got the
No,
thing.
she can't, because she's in total control.
Yeah, she is in total.
So it's a totally different dynamic.
But the
You know,
MCU
maybe
doesn't
that's
care.
what
They'll
Which
just-
is he doesn't want to see Hulk anymore.
Well, that's just it. Every time Hulk's on a team, and they did this right with Thor Ragnarok, he wasn't fighting the main villain. He was kind of sweeping up the rest.
Yeah.
When Hulk's on your team, that's the end of the other team.
removes the tension, you said.
well, I mean,
In a way.
it depends. I mean, like if you put him with Doctor Strange, it's magic.
Yeah, he can't punch, man.
You can only punch. You can only punch it so much.
Yeah, he can't punch Dormammu.
Not this one.
Right. Yeah, because it's like a... whatever.
But you know what I mean? Like, so you'd have to be clever.
The other thing is there are so many incarnations of the Hulk, you can do lots of stuff. Like, right now, like... Yeah, I hate the Jekyll and Hyde Hulk. I don't want to be the Hulk anymore. Well, we're making more Hulk movies, so it's never going to happen for you, Bruce. Like... But no, when it's like the Hulk is driving the car and he's like stuck in the trunk, and then like Hulk and Banner have to like work together, and then you got like the Planet Hulk version of the Hulk. Like there's a few other Hulks. You could have Doc Green Hulk, where it's like Banner's driving the car and it's still the Hulk. Like there's a lot of Hulks you can have, like while still maintaining the same character.
But I feel like that leads more to a Hulk movie than a.
Well, they can't make those.
Exactly.
They're not going to do that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think
They'll
they're
just
going to
never do
continue
They just
to
won't do
team
that.
up.
Listen, it's expensive to make that guy, so like whatever. If it's like, oh, we can't make Hulk in the movie, then like fucking he won't be in it. You'll get your wish just by virtue of the fact that it's expensive to make Hulks. So I mean, there you go. But let us know in the comments down below, which idea did you like the best? And of course, what's your own pitch for Phase 4? I mean, like, here's my thing. It's just last little, like, thing. If Phase 4 doesn't have a flaming 4 with a circle around it, I will be really disappointed.
I know.
You mean in like the Marvel promotional material?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, like, you've got it now.
Yeah. Well, the ink's not...
It's not dry yet.
Instead, it won't be a 4. It'll be a big X. And
Phase X.
Like, the big question I have is, when is the Spirits of Vengeance Netflix show or show
the Midnight Suns. Where the hell's that movie or show?
It has to be a show.
Yeah. By the way,
come on.
Finally, also end the shows and just fold them in the universe.
Yeah.
Done.
Or don't make them separate. You can keep them shows, but don't
but
pretend like they're not happening.
Yeah, figure it out. Get your shit together.
Yeah.
I want Daredevil in the
Let there be
just the one incident.
Let the actors cross over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all in Atlanta.
Those are TV actors. They suck.
Right? Like, no, Charlie Cox could maintain it. He could be in a Spider-Man movie and it would be freaking dope.
Yeah. Get some more Ghost Riders up in here. Get some Blade. There are multiple Ghost Riders, I can say that.
You are getting Blade. And either it's going to be a movie or a show, but either way, Blade is coming.
What?
It's got to be... come on, guys. You got to do it right.
Blade is happening. I know. It's in the works. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys next week with something else. I'm Sal.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Tiffany.
Thanks for watching.
So nobody else wore a blazer.
No.